Last video I talked about a liquidity pool, and this one I'm going to show you how to implement a liquidity pool on a fundamental basis, right? So let's say you have two tokens, I and J. There are 2 coins, and you want to create a liquidity pool with these two tokens so people can swap. Alright, using these two tokens. So first, there are some mathematical functions that I have to put in mind. First is the constant product function that says if you multiply the two of these tokens, you're going to get a constant k, with which you use as a regulator for swap, right? That's over a fee 0.3. Then the next is adding liquidity to the liquidity pool, and initially there's a function for it. It's a geometric mean. You can actually read that up. I'll add it in the description below. So, and also for liquidity pool, for more explanation, I can actually share this resource with you right in the description below. So yeah, and the formula for geometric mean is very simple. You just have the roots of I and J, just this way, where this is the amount of supply of I and amount of supply of J. Very simple. Then next is when you subsequently want to add liquidity to the pool. Very simple. So you just use the mean, right? You calculate the mean. I use the main function to get the mean of I amounts divided by I in the reserve of the pool, and that's a comma there. Let me properly denote that. Okay, comma. Then you have J amounts that you currently want to add, and against the quantity of J in the reserve. Then we multiply this by the liquidity supply, LP. This way. So let's go right into code and see how things works. Right. So what we want to do now is Sui Move a new LP. So we want to go into LP and we want to code LP, and yeah, let's come first. I think I'll take this guy off. Take this guy off. Yeah. So I have this, and yeah. So what I want to do first is this. I want to create some structs. Package name is LP. Let's call this pool. Then first struct you want to create, it's going to be liquidity marker, right? So LP passing I and J, and pass nothing into it, and this has a drop, right? Because we're going to use this to create a supply, so it actually marks the margin, right? Say for instance, you need to have like a pool, right? There has to be some level of max for I and max for J, right? Cool. So next we want is to create the pool struct, and we'll take I and we'll take J, and this has a key, so we can actually point to it an ID, and we have the coin I. We want to put in a balance here, right? So balance of I, and coin J, and put the balance of J, right? And next we want to have is the liquidity supply, right? LP. supply, liquidity pool supply, supply. P. Okay. And want to have P percentage. Percent. Now I want to put that U8 preferably on U64. I mean, it's not going to see. It might exceed actually 200, but then let's be safe. Now, so let's keep it. So what I want to do first is I want to create a pool, right? So on creating a pool, call the function create. It is public, so we can test it later on. Create pool, and this create pool will let pool. Yes. I'm sorry. Sort that way. Right. So yeah, and the object. So that means after passing stx. Yeah. So ctx, right? And then we need to pass in the balance of I and j. Well, we cannot just start passing all those information now. So what we need to do first is we need to calculate whatever amount that is being passed in from the user, right? So what I want to do here is this. So we're going to take in some coins. This is how to provide some coin. Yeah, coin I, right? And this is going to be some coin, right? Coin I, and there's going to be some coin of G. And, yeah, so we want to pass in the generics here. This is giving us the flexibility of writing a create pool function that can create literally any kind of pool. Provided with a generic function, we can create a pool of Sui to VGC, to Sui deep to Sui deep to wall. I mean, any coin. Actually, can create coins from outside chains by bridging them in to our pool function. So yeah, we have J, and so what we want to do now is want to get the amounts out. So how do we do that? We I is equal to coin. Let's get I dot get value, the val. So this gives me then amount. J gives me coin. J get val value, right? So now I have the both value. Then I can use this function now because this is the first time me creating this liquidity pool. So I have to use this function to get my total supply, right? Because this I'm supplying to the pool. I have to create token. I'm passing in token. I want to create in the pool. So I have to. So what I want to do now here is very simple. So let's calculate that. So I get the square root of the product of this. So it's very simple. So get the supply value, the supply going to be U64. Yep. Then I get the square root of the product of amount times amount shade. So this gives me the total supply. Then with this I can create an actual this is actually total supply. This is total supply value, not actually total supply. So now let's create the total supply, right? So let's LP supply equal to, now I need to use the balance function, right? Create supply, right? So we want to create supply of LP I and J. So we've created this supply of this. Doesn't have drop. So it doesn't have the ability to drop. Very simple. Can just add the drop ability here, right? Drop. If we do this, this thing making a difference. So I drop here. Should do something. Okay. Yeah, so we have that, and what I want to do now is want to add to this supply, right? Want to add this. We've created a supply now. Let's put in the value into the supply. Balance. So from here, it's getting right. Simple. Don't need this here anymore. I'm just add it directly. Can just do it here. Yeah. So want to do balance that increase supply. Increase for LP supply. Yeah, and want to pass in the value, and the value is total supply. Yeah, the supply value. Yeah, so do we got the given? Yes. So we're going to make this mutable, and as well as mutable here. So I can mutate the supply and add volume to it, right? Okay, so from here we've gotten some of the parameter we can put in here. So the coin balance, we have LP, yeah, well, to the supply, I can't have a coin. So all we need to do here is coin I dot into balance, get this, then J into balance, then the percentage for this one make it 30. Now this will has to be transferred to share storage, but then this here has to be transferred to the owner as a receipt. So transfer public transfer, yeah, transfer LP because it contains a value. Transfer it to coin. So LP balance. Once to get that into coin, then sticks. Yep. Then the recipient is going to be the sender. CTX. That's then let me check this real quick. Yep. That's the person. CTX, yeah. Do that. So we need to the CTX. Oh, no need. It's already away from the top. Then I'm gonna make the pool is just a glorified shared object in Sui, right? Has some capabilities based on who can take out fund and who can send fund. So we'll just shared objects. So transfer shared objects. Let's put in the pool. So I think that's practically it. Availability key. Okay. Okay. So I have to put in this down. So I guess that's it, and that's it for everything. So that's very simple. Next video we'll be seeing how to add liquidity to the pool other than just creating, right? It's very easy and very simple. For the sake of time and the length of the video, I would have loved to written a test to actually check what we did here, if it's good. So I guess in the next video I'll be writing a test to actually test what we've written here and see how it behaves. Then after which we add a function to enable other liquidity providers to provide pool liquidity, sorry, to the pool. Right, thanks for watching, and God bless.